back or something.
So Jude and I were just wondering how people are going to actually afford to fix their newer vehicles, right? I did a video of...
Better yet, how are you
I was
supposed to
torn
do
between
Starbucks?
getting another video for content purposes and ending Ant's lease completely. So I was actually very torn between just saying, do I really want to spend the money for this to get a car and make payments for the lease and this, that, and the other thing. And I said, on the other hand is, how do we stay current with technology when we don't have new vehicles in our shop all the time, right? We don't see 2025s, we don't see 24s and 23s unless it comes from our used car dealership. So this is a 2022 Subaru, right? When we see a Subaru at 100,000, 150,000, right? The car needs so much mechanical.
Not so much, but we know exactly what to look for.
Now this just changes everything. You have an electronic AC compressor. This costs way more than the conventional mechanical
Yeah.
AC compressor.
A lot.
Are you going to be able to afford to fix your AC? Because it's going to fail. It's going to fail just like anything else. But can you actually afford to replace your AC condenser when it comes time on your newer vehicle? Let alone your older vehicle with technology that's 40, 50 years old. Electronic AC compressor. And this is just going to keep coming and coming as vehicles evolve. They're only going to get more ridiculous to fix.
Used is $607 on eBay.
So choose up what a used one costs. $600 used on eBay. How much is a new one?
They don't even have one on here.
Oh yeah, not yet. Yep. Like I said, for me it makes sense to buy a new car. I know how to maintain, I know how to repair, I know how to fix, I know how to continue to take care of a car. But the average person who buys a car and is driving a car barely can afford to even drive it. What are you going to do when it needs tires, brakes, a radiator, AC compressor, alternator? All this stuff is getting ridiculously expensive.
Oh wait, no, that's just belt driven.
Insane. But the upside of this part is your engine makes more power and it's more efficient because there's less load on the engine. There's more load on the charging system in the alternator, and this is a hybrid too, right? Yeah, this is.
The worst part is then you're gonna have to get training on how to figure out how to be able to handle these high voltage lines.
You just unplug it.
I know, but I'm saying
It ain't really that bad.
for dealerships and whatnot, to do this, you're gonna have to do that.
We've had some other shops call us about Tesla AC compressors, and they're like, "Do you guys do that?" Yeah. Can the customer afford to do it? Probably not. That's why
Can we even get parts?
Yeah, you can. You can get Tesla AC compressors because they're hitting that 10 and 15 year mark.
That's true.
That's about as long as they last. Tesla's AC compressors are electronic, just like this. Phone calls from other shops like, "Do you do Tesla AC compressors?" Yeah, if they can afford to do the job. Most of them can't. They'll just trade it in, and you just keep buying the same junk. Better off just keeping your old car. You are better off just keeping your old car. I'm going to continue to bring you the technology pitfalls that you're making a payment on.
Yeah.